everyone, Brandon and Brandon back again at the Kabuki Strength Lab, and today we're going to be talking shoulders. We're going to be talking effective shoulder warm-ups and in a, I guess, an untraditional drill or exercise or something that's more unconventional, and this is the bottoms-up kettlebell press. We'll have Brandon demonstrate here. We love this pressing variation because it requires a huge amount of stability from the shoulder girdle. If your shoulders are not stable and you do not try hard in this drill or this exercise, you're simply not going to be effective with it, and you're probably going to end up dropping the kettlebell. So there's a few different ways we like to do this, and there's a few different ways that we would progress this with an individual. The starting point with this is simply in a bottoms up position and holding static. For a lot of people, this is going to be enough, and if this is your starting point, that's fine. We're going to hold it in this static position and try and accumulate time, somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to potentially 10 seconds, I would say. The key with this, though, is we want to go as heavy as possible. You don't need to be stacking up 30 seconds to a minute, and on our pressing variations, we don't need to be doing sets of 10. Let's go with 2 here, Brandon. Let's go 1 in the static position and 1 pressing. The next thing we like to do with individuals who can hold that static position is hold in a static position while pressing another kettlebell, and this is significantly harder. From this position, we're going to do maybe 3 to 5 reps on one side, no more than 5, and that's going to be pushing it because the weight's simply going to be lighter, and thus your stability demands are going to be lower, which is the whole purpose of the drill. And on the other arm, we're just staying strong in that stacked static position. If at any point you start to feel that fall, just start over and potentially choose a lighter weight. If you can do this, the hardest variation of this is actually walking and pressing them at a single time. If you have a runway or some space to work within your facility, this is an excellent drill for you to try. That would be in the doubles bottoms up position. Brandon's going to walk slowly while pressing overhead. This requires a ton of torso stability. He's not going to get out of position in his trunk to do this, and his shoulders are going to be lit up by the time he's done with this. It might not seem like much walking, but it greatly increases the stability demand of the shoulder girdle. Anything you like to add there, Coach Brandon?
Yeah, just make sure that you're being mindful of the actual position as you're holding it. We're not going to hold it down here. It's way too easy. We'll make sure it's right about 90 as we're going through this drill and doing any static variation or pressing variation.
And make sure you hold that kettlebell tight because we don't want to hear about any dental appointments. Brandon and Brandon out.